First off, let's just say that the acting throughout this film can come across as rather wooden, but then what do you expect when your main star is none other than Mickey the Idiot from Doctor Who? Storage 24 is a 2012 British sci-fi horror film directed by Johannes Roberts, and I'm about to tell you why you probably shouldn't bother watching it. Ooh, spoiler alert! Yeah, I'm not going to recommend that you watch it. Basically, a military aircraft crashes in London and its cargo gets loose, and all of this causes security systems at a 24-hour storage facility to go on the fritz, causing several people to be locked inside. These people include Charlie, played by Noel Clarke, Mickey the Idiot, his best friend, and his ex-girlfriend and some other people. And basically they're all there because Charlie and his girlfriend have recently broke up, and they've gone there to sort through all of their stuff that they've put in storage so that he can move out of the flat. But who cares about relationship issues? What the fuck was in the military cargo plane? Chavs. That's right, hundreds of chavvy scumbags are now loitering around storage containers. Or, you know, it was an alien creature, whichever one you want. So yeah, it was an alien creature, and now it's terrorising the people that are trapped inside the storage facility. And I have to say, the whole premise of people being stalked by a bloodthirsty alien creature in the dark and sprawling corridor-filled building sounds pretty intriguing. Sadly, what you actually end up with in this film is a bunch of people running and shouting down CGI extended corridors. I read somewhere that the original premise of the film was going to be more of a slasher-based film, and it was going to have a human killer instead of the alien. And to be honest, I'd rather have seen that film. Don't get me wrong, I love sci-fi as much as I love horror films, but the whole gritty serial killer angle, I think, would have made for a better flick. But hey ho, who am I to have an opinion? They went with the alien idea instead. Do you know, I get the feeling I'm sounding really negative so far, even though I've already spoiled that I don't think you should watch this, so maybe we should try and look at some positives. The creature looks really good, all due to the fact that they made a real one! As in they used animatronics and models and the man in a suit. Not that they got a real alien on loan from Area 51. Which is a shame because I bet that'd be pretty damn cool. So yeah, the creature looks really good. Well, except when they show you close-ups of the mouth, which they do a few times, because it's CGI, and they put it over the practical effects, which does nothing except show up how bad it looks compared to the real thing. And we get to see the creature pretty early on in the film as well, and then throughout the film you got some really good detailed looks at it. And I know that some of you probably say, well, surely showing it that soon, you know, can spoil the build-up of tension, and in some cases you'd be right. But in Storage 24, you're totally wrong, because there's no build-up of tension or suspense, and that's all down to the characters that are in it. To be honest, I found every single character in this film to be really, really unlikable. I mean, all of them act like complete and utter twats to each other, way before any dirty laundry has a chance to be aired. I mean, I can understand that they've just had a breakup, but why is he being such a cunt to his friend before he knows anything bad's going on? Another problem worth pointing out is the fact that if an aircraft has just crash landed into the middle of London, and there are sirens, and there are helicopters, and we hear that there are news reports on the news, terrorists attack anyone? I'm sure that's what everyone will be thinking in that situation, and the police and the military have obviously mobilised to try and deal with it all, so why does nobody go to the storage facility and find out what's going on? I mean, that is where some of the stuff from the aircraft landed when it crashed. I'm sorry, but that is a huge plot hole. The place would be crawling with people from all sorts of organisations, meaning that none of this would have had to happen, and I wouldn't have had to waste my time watching the film. And yes, I know it's not real, and it's just a film, and therefore it's not worth complaining about, but fuck you, I like complaining, leave me alone. Final verdict, it's not great. Not by any means of the imagination, but it's not utter shit either. The effects look decent and the premise had some potential, but it's also delivered with some really stiff lines and some wooden acting, and even though there are a few moments of quintessential British humour that made me chuckle a little bit, you know, it doesn't save it. I'll pop a link to the trailer in the description below, and if you've seen it, feel free to say hi or let me know what you thought of it. The bottom line is that you shouldn't waste your money going out and buying a copy of Storage 24. It just isn't worth it. But what you could do is go and borrow it from one of your local libraries. That's what I did.